Once again, Russia is threatening to tear up the grain deal. This is the Kremlin's reaction to the European Commission's decision to extend duty-free grain exports from Ukraine.
Instrumental for making the whole of Europe peaceful and future-oriented. Sadly, Black Sea is also a showcase of how rapidly things can deteriorate if one neglects threats.
Russia's war with Ukraine has shaken up the grain market. The two countries together export more than 25% of the world's grain. Hostilities and economic sanctions have led to disruptions in supply chains and drastic price increases. For both countries, seaborne trade is crucial for transaction throughput. When Russia illegally annexed Crimea in 2014, it blockaded the Sea of Azov. Kiev fears that such a scenario could happen again.
Guarantees that would make aggressor from Russia impossible. It presents no alternative to the NATO format. 3 countries of the region are already NATO members. There is no alternative to Ukraine's accession to NATO. The allies' security infrastructure needs to be scaled up to the east. Ukraine has already proven its interoperability. Ukraine has already made its move by formally applying to join NATO. No progress towards this goal just extends the period of uncertainty and risks.
Russian forces have been ruining industry, the healthcare system, and many other areas of life in Ukraine for more than a year. Hospitals are being bombed and many cities lack basic medicine. Ukrainian medics are being supported by a volunteer team from Poland. Simply put, we are simply saving lives. When the war started, there was a great need in each of us to help. We have been participating in evacuations of the wounded for more than a year. Ukraine's military effort to oust the Russian army depends on arms supplies from the West. The aggressor's troops are continuing attacks near Bakhmut, along the Avdiivka-Donetsk line and in Marinka. Our task is to eliminate enemy infantry. We know that in this area the concentration of Russian troops is special. To achieve the set targets, we use the well-known method of regulation of fire. The first shell is fired as a test and allows us to correct the coordinates. Most often, firing the third proves successful. Russian soldiers have limited daytime operations and hardly leave their bunkers. It is at night that supplies arrive at Russian warehouses and troops receive orders. We are about 1.5 kilometers from the enemy position. With limited visibility, it is a challenge, but thanks to night vision systems, we are successful. Meanwhile, Kiev's political partners are successfully fulfilling their commitments on arms supplies. Yesterday, the European Council decided to allocate 1 billion euros to finance munitions supplies to Ukraine. Poland will soon hand over another 6 MiG-29 fighter jets. More than 100 documents related to U.S. national security and the war in Ukraine have been illegally declassified in the past week. Yesterday, the FBI arrested Jack Teixeira, a U.S. Air Force soldier, and the leader of the news channel from which the documents are believed to have leaked. According to experts, the leak of classified Pentagon documents may or may not slow down Kiev's announced counteroffensive. According to declassified documents, Beijing was said to have authorized the supply of arms to Russia. The U.S. administration has not confirmed this information, although China is gradually moving closer to Russia in the political aspect. President Xi recently visited Moscow and Minsk, and the day after tomorrow, China's defense minister will meet with his Russian counterpart in Moscow.